So in today's episode, we have our first Champions League game against Barcelona and then a Premier League game against Spurs that's quite important to win. Welcome to Around the World in 80 Clubs. Since you were last with me and the Community Shield win on penalties, we actually then lost to West Ham 2-1 with Mustard getting the only score sheet. I then changed up the formation a little bit and we won 9-0 with Erkan, Mitrovic, Malcolm getting 3, Haaland getting 1, an own goal, Waite and Bellingham all on the score sheets. We then unfortunately lost to Nottingham Forest 2-0. Remember, this is a Nottingham Forest who are very, very good and title challengers. So it's not the Nottingham Forest we currently know. We then absolutely smashed Liverpool 5-0 with Haaland, Malcolm, Foden and Mustard all on the score sheets. We then beat Newcastle in the EFL Cup 4-2 with Haaland, Euro, Malcolm and Mustard getting the goals for us. And then most recently we played Newcastle again in the Premier League and won 3-1 with Haaland getting a brace and Mustard on the score sheet. So let's just go through the few transfers we made towards the back end. We actually ended up loaning Watt out. Now, there is a reason why we've done this, and I will show you when we come to our team. And with loaning Watt out, that was the end of our business for the season. Was it Tanko? Oh no, I think we're currently in... Oh no, that's all ended as well. Okay, so the reason for us loaning Watt out is we couldn't get rid of Vassin. Nobody made a bid for him. Apparently there's loads of clubs after him, but nobody made a bid for him, and he's kind of quite good. So we loaned Watt out, Waite out for that reason, because we've got players that can play. I mean, Foden can play up front, Taysden can play up front, Yamal can play up front, and I've changed the formation slightly. This is the current formation, and obviously, unfortunately, Jude Bellingham's out for about 3 weeks, and Van Dong's also out for 9 weeks. So that sort of puts a little bit of an issue in our central midfield positions. It's still a position that I'm really hoping to get someone for, but we have Silva in goal with Erkan, Kuroda, Fortano and Bertels at the back. Magnussen with Gronwald in midfield. Gronwald is actually a new player. We've signed him for 27.5 million. I think this was the one that actually, for some reason, didn't show up there, but it was on round deadline day. And we're training him to be the Segundo Volante there. I think he's got the attributes to do it. If we go into his training, you can see the attributes that are needed. The only thing he's lacking a little bit in is tackling. So I will give him some additional focus on that while I think of it. Where am I? Long throws, quickness, strength, defense. I can never figure out which one I want to do. I think what we'll do is we'll just do defensive positioning, maybe. Oh, I'll wait for now. And sort that out off camera. But yeah, all in all, he is actually quite good. In fact, yes, we will do extra on defensive positioning. So I think he could be a good Segundo Volante. I think he's got good abilities going forwards. The defensive work isn't 100% yet, but he's 6'2", and for me that makes a big difference. He's already got reasonable left foot. He's only 20. He's English. For me, he is the next Jude Bellingham, and I think if we play him regularly, he will turn into something a little bit special. So the key is to try and play him here as and when Jude is out. Anyway, continuing, we've got Tevez behind, Vassin, Malcolm and Haaland up top. I've got a few different formations. I've got one where it's 2-on-2. I've got the normal 3 wide one, but this just seems to get the best out of our players. I changed to it and we've won a couple of games quite comfortably since. So we will see how it fares against big clubs like Barcelona, who are going to be no easy pushovers. But I'm hoping that with the amount of players we have up front, we should be able to pass it around higher up the pitch. But it does lead to... that was a real flap there by Silva. It does lead to a few scary moments in defence. But we have obviously got the two that sit slightly in the defence, so they all drop back. But what is interesting is you'll often see Tevez moving up along with alongside Malcolm, and it almost becoming a front four as Haaland and Vassin kind of push out wide. That's offside. That's offside. That's offside. That is offside. So yeah, it's an interesting formation. To some extent, is it a game-breaking formation? I don't know. I don't think it is. And Barcelona are surely showing us that it's not. But we will see. It's Fornato. Plays it out to Bertels. Bertels to Fornato. Plays it Vassin. Tevez now on the break. He's come out wide. Can he find a ball across? There's plenty of people in there, but the ball gets taken straight off of his feet. And Barcelona now coming out is Luz to Brune. Can he find a ball across? He does to Pedri. Pedri to Devic. And we managed to just about get clear, but here comes a cross and we've blocked it out for a corner. Whew. We are playing reasonably badly at the moment. This is the worst I've actually seen us since I changed to this formation. So we may need to alter things at half time, and that's the beauty about the players that I've got, is we can quite easily change things up surprisingly quickly. And that's offside as well. So the offside trap works really well with the formation we've got, because most of the time if we lose possession quickly, which is generally when you get sort of like tight offsides, it's normally only one player that has to step up, and that's the ball playing centre back. And that then catches everyone offside because the wingers are further forward, as is the libero. So if they're trying to run off the shoulder of that last centre back, quite often he will step up and they'll lose out. And that's where we've got this Fortunato, who's got good composure and vision, so he can see that and step up. But here is Blade. See, that was Fortunato there. He went to the ball. But if he had played it across into the middle, they were offside. Here's Vassin! Vassin! Get in there! Yes, Vassin! He's been on the periphery. I've tried to get rid of him several times. But just coming on this season, he's a very, very good player. Wowzers. I think this is the formation that I have to stick with. Yes, at times it can look bad defensively and we've not really shown much, but we are playing Barcelona, who are probably one of, if not the best club in the world in the game at the moment. Here's Fortunato, plays it to Vassin, who gets his second and makes it 2-0 to Manchester City. And this is what I'm saying. We are just so dominant in front of goal. We have to play to our strengths. And if that's putting everyone up front, that's what we'll do. You know me, I like an attacking formation as it is, but sometimes the players you just happen to have make it necessary. I mean, the players we lost, the players we brought in, just feel like this is the best position to play. I mean, granted, Grunwald isn't ready yet, but with Jude injured, you have to sometimes play these youngsters. Otherwise, we could have loaned him out. We could have sold him. Well, we couldn't have sold him because we just bought him in. But, I mean, if we'd loaned him out, for example, he might have been playing, but he wouldn't have been playing the role that I want him to play and getting experience in the position. And that's key for me right now. And as we go 2-1 down, I will leave it a couple of minutes and then we're going to make changes. That did look tired at the back. Here is Magnussen, plays it to Haaland. Haaland plays it all the way out to Bertels. Bertels! Oh, Simon saves it. They've got Simon, who is one of the best goalkeepers in the game if you sign him when he's young. That's got to be a foul, but it's not given. And there's a goal kick. After this highlight, we probably will end. Fortunes to Greenwald. Magnussen plays it over to Tevez. Tevez knocks it on to Haaland, who loses the ball to Ivan and Rangoli. But Vassin's tackled him well and picked up the ball, but unfortunately that's left us a bit short in the middle. But Giordano's shot goes over, and now is the time to make the changes, and I think most of them are going to be further back. You can come on for Canate. Bishop there. Magnussen needs to come off, so Andre can come on there, and Tevez is knackered. We are going to play Yamal for Tevez. So we've made all of our big changes because we are tired. And here is Erkan now to Magnussen, to Vassin. Vassin back to Erkan. Erkan to Tevez. Tevez plays it forward to Vassin. Vassin's through and it's just offside. But yes, this is a good game. I'm happy. We didn't look great in the first part, but we've really started to get hold of the game in the second half, like later on in the second half, late parts of the first half. And that's what I want more than anything. I don't care if we win every game, and that can get very, very dull, very, very quickly. But scoring goals is always fun. So I'd rather score 100 goals and let in 95 than score no goals and score 10 goals and let in 0. It's boring football. We want exciting football here. Pedri plays it over. Sergez. Is he going to finds it back to Shishod Luis, and that makes it 2-2. And we're going to go attacking for the last 10 minutes. And as I said, I could have changed things up, but it's a bit dull, isn't it? Here is Malcolm on the ball, right in the corner flag. Plays it back to Bishop. Bishop turns. Finds Hull. Hull shot from miles out, and it's just wide. Here's Hull now with a throw-in. Plays it to Fortunato. Fortunato back to Silva. Silva to Fortunato. To Bishop. To Yamal. Yamal now running down the wing. Can he find a ball across? It comes off the back of the Barcelona player, and Barcelona are now on the counter-attack with Shishuba. Plays it back, but Yamal cuts inside and regains the ball, but loses it straight away as no one's there to help him. Fabricant Blade plays it across the centre, and Giuliano has scored to make it 3-2 to Barcelona. And that is not good. Sorry, my phone's just decided it wants to go crazy for no reason. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to end with a loss. Here is Yamal. Can he find a ball across? He can't. He plays back to Bishop, who finds Vassin. Vassin unable to find a ball. But we've still got it. Fortunato. What can he do with it? Passes it, leaves it short for Andre. And that's going to be a goal. Danny Roca breaks from our throw-in. A tired ball by Fortunato there. How he did that is not happy about that. And unfortunately, we lose 4-2. So join me in a minute for the Spurs game. So now we've got to play Spurs, who are currently 13th in the league. And just to point out what I was saying about Nottingham Forest, top of the league, playing incredibly well with Arsenal, Brighton and West Ham all the way up there. Bournemouth we know about, but look at the bottom of the table. Chelsea with 1 point. What has happened to this team? Nobody. It doesn't look like they've sold the club or anything. How in debt are they? Let's go to general. Is it general? I reckon this tub is incredibly in debt. Fortunately, we can't. Oh, there we go. Finance. 44 million. We're worse than that, but wowzers, they have fallen off a cliff. Last year they finished 12th, but they are rock bottom of the Premier League after 5 games. I'm not actually ready for the Spurs match yet. Spurs game, we are unchanged. I want to see how we fare against a average Premier League team like Spurs, who are just an average Premier League team. In other words, not very good. We should win this comfortably. So let's see. You know, we can stuff Liverpool, who are further back than that even. Wow, this Premier League has gone very, very strange. And honestly, I love it. If I wasn't managing in it, I just can't imagine where the likes of Man City would fall, because remember when we came here, half the squad was old players. We've managed to get rid of a lot of them, but the AI might not have done what I did and plan for the future. It could have been really interesting, and it will be interesting when we do finally move to see exactly what happens to this club. And the question is, I think we do move. I think we have one go somewhere else, maybe. But then there's the other option of starting a new save, which will be more of a through the league / potentially build a nation. I've got 2 or 3 ideas of what I'd like to do. So it all depends on how I feel. Obviously Japan would be great, but everyone's going to be doing that this year because of the license. So I think we'll stay away from Japan, because I can't see myself growing at all with that. There are through the leagues of Germany, could be interesting. Try and overcome Paris Saint-Germain could be another interesting one. But I'm thinking something slightly different. As Tevez has just scored to make it 1-1 after 7 minutes. I completely ignored the fact that Spurs had got a goal, by the way. I knew. As Malcolm just plays it into the centre, lovely. Yeah, we ignore Spurs scoring. So yeah, I don't really know at the moment. There's a couple of ideas, like I said, and there is one that I particularly like the idea of, and it could almost be a build a nation, in the sense of this team is a former winner of the main league, and they're in Europe. That could be a go. Or another idea is build up a country, try and build up a nation a bit more. Go to African or America, North America, Africa, Asia. Try and build up a nation so that the league becomes better. And then from that, we can Haaland can get a goal. That's not offside. Come on, that's going to count, surely. Yes. Or yeah, we could try and build up one of the nations. We take charge of a club lower in the leagues, keep going, try and get that nation's job. On our CV, we will obviously stay with the same club throughout the series. that could be interesting. Obviously, when I'm at a club for any real length of time, I do have the tendency to play. I do have a tendency to do the transfers and things when I'm playing at my own club. Doing sort of all the doing training schedules and stuff does make a difference. It's a very small difference, but I find, especially for the youth teams and things, we concentrate more on that side of things. Whereas this series has been about just going out and buying the best. That series will be more about balancing the books and trying to buy players to sell to start with, and then progression through the leagues. So that's a possibility, but we have to see. Do like the idea of trying to get the Belgium leagues higher up as well. That kind of interests me. But we will have a think. I will look at some of the lower league databases as well. So whatever league we're in, we can add lower leagues to. And obviously there's some good teams, really. We've got obviously Santa Claus FC, various others. But I do think that maybe a through the league / build a nation type save that we can just plod along with and keep going until next year's game drops, probably. Whether we get all the way through the league or not. And Spurs have got a penalty spot kick thing. Words difficult, and Andreas, that one that's really good and a wonder kid that I can never pronounce because it's just letters. Fortano to Silva. Silva plays it forward. Foden now to Haaland. Haaland unable to get his shot away fully. It's gone out for a corner. Yamal to take the corner. Where's he going to play it? Plays it towards the near post, unable to find anyone, but Foden picks it up and then straight away loses it to Diego, and Erkan's just gone through the back of him like a true professional. I forgot to make subs. Everyone's tired, but there's not really much point now. Here's Haaland with the throw. Look, just throw it here. Throw it to Foden. He won't. He'll play it to Kruder. He plays it towards the back of Yamal. Here's Fortunato. Can he find a ball across? He does. But Vasin's unable to get there. And now they're on the attack with Papagopoulopoulos. But Kuroda gathers, plays it back to Silva and Fortunato. Foden plays it, tries to play the ball again, and again finds poorly. And here is Pirete, and it's gone out for a goal kick, luckily. And the game is all over. We've won 3-2 reasonably comfortably. We would have done it a lot better if I had actually remembered to make substitutions. But I'm an idiot. I am a real, would have been better if we had manage to make substitutions, wouldn't it?
That makes you look like an idiot.
That hat makes me look like an idiot. I'm not wearing a hat, but hey. So, after that weird tangent that I went on by myself, I think we're going to play a few games. Tell you what, let's come back for Middlesbrough and Lille at the start of November. And then we can do a couple in December, couple in game in December. So yeah, we'll do Lille and Middlesbrough, and then we'll go through to probably around Christmas. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I've been the Masked Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.